Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hoping that everything's going all right. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Should be a good time. All in all, we have a few mission objectives today. Well, let's jump in, shall we? May as well just get started. Keep in mind, I will do my very, very best to answer all questions from Super Chats. Super Chats obviously get priority. But I might not see all of your questions otherwise. Because, you know, I am playing the game. Sorry, just adjusting things really quick. Rescue mission. No, we don't. We are not currently on a rescue mission. There are currently no flights in progress. Which is a good thing, right? This is a good thing. You've never seen this game. It's called Kerbal Space Program, and it's a delight. So we can probably get rid of the Artemis Prime debris. We'll just recover that. So what we were doing last time is we were going to begin the design of the Valencia. Sorry, not the Valencia. Well, okay. So here's the Artemis Prime, right? The Artemis Prime can put 200 tons of cargo, of anything really, into orbit. You just got to strap it to the top. It is a very, very efficient, it's a very, very efficient rocket. And now we need to build something to do with it. So what we're going to do, the very first thing that we're going to do, is we are going to build a rocket, or build a craft that will get us to the Mun and to Minmus. We're gonna have two separate we're gonna have two separate orbiters in the same rocket. So that's the goal, or in the same spacecraft. Nothing efficient about that? No, that rocket's super efficient. We're using asparagus staging, baby. Now, yeah, you can ask questions. It's just that, like, you know, the questions might not get answered immediately. I should mention, by the way, that Super Chats will absolutely have the right to request that I build things with restrictions. From Demtro, first objective, don't kill a Kerbal. I will do my best. Yeah, it's the Mun, not the Moon. I mean, I guess it's technically pronounced the Moon, but so, you know, if you wanted to ask me to build something without any actual rocket engines, I could do that. But we don't need to. So here's what we're going to do. What's our first step? We want to build a Mun lander. Now, landing on the Mun actually takes quite a lot of power. I'm just going to open up a Delta V map so that way then we can see what kind of Delta V that we need. So to get to and land on the Mun, it's 860 Delta V minimum to get from low Kerbin orbit to get to the Mun. Then another 890 to land on the Mun. So, you know, we're talking, like, to be conservative, probably 2,000 Delta V just to get to the Mun and land on it. And then we probably need something like another, I don't know. Well, it takes 580 to get to Mun orbit. So we're probably looking at like 3,000 Delta V to be on the, again, to be conservative, to get to the Mun and back. So let's build a lander for the Mun first. We can actually do this properly this time. So we're gonna have a little, here's our little pod. I'm a fan of the pod. And what do we need? We need 3,000 Delta V, I said. So let's slap on a little, too small, little one of these guys. And if we just put on a single little Terrier, this is a very efficient rocket. We are going to be not at altitude, we are going to be in a vacuum. So this gives us 4,000 Delta V, which would be plenty. That would be plenty to land on the Mun, but we want to do a proper lander. We want to do a proper lander, so let's slap on some legs. Maybe a little bit bigger legs. There we go. Slap on some legs there. Probably drop them down a little bit. Now, the plan is that this spacecraft doesn't have to land on Kerbin. This is strictly You missed Tuesday. I take it he wasn't able. No, we rescued Valencia or Valentina. Valentina was saved. Absolutely, Valentina was saved. So this will get us to Kerbin orbit. Okay, so there's a few different options. We could launch a rocket that is itself a mothership. That mothership will carry all of the needed. The mothership will carry. So there's kind of two options. We could build a mothership, and that mothership will send off a lander to land on Mun, send off a lander to land on Minmus. Those landers will come back, redock with the mothership, and then the mothership will have a descent module. Maybe the mothership will re-land. Or we could have the pods, each individual lander land on its own. What do you guys think? So 2 landers, one-way trip. No, KSP2 is not great. Mothership, we want mothership, 2 landers, pods. Okay, we'll do 2. We'll save the mothership for later. Oh, actually, the mothership is perhaps more popular. We'll save the mothership for later. Let's do something simple first. We'll just do 2 pods, and each pod will be equipped to land on its own. So let's get us a heat shield. And this doesn't have to be aerodynamic, so we'll get us a parachute. A few parachutes perhaps even. Probably don't need that many. Okay, so now we're starting to run out of fuel. Or to run out of Delta V. What else do we need? Well, we probably don't need that many parachutes. Probably enough to just have 2. But we still are, we're running low on Delta V at this point. So this is a lander. Functional toilet, no, you don't need that. We have heat shield, we have parachutes, we need more Delta V, so then we can get to and from our location. Do we need anything else? Probably not. So what we're going to do is we're just going to strap on a little bit more fuel. We'll use a few of these guys. There we go. It's still not enough. 3,000 Delta V is pushing it. Still not great. Need a little bit more fuel. Little bit more fuel. We can just put another set of these guys around the base. There we go. Now the trouble is that our lander will, our heat shield won't be the most efficient, but it should be enough. Now this gives us a thrust to weight ratio of 1.6, which is on the low side. So let's see if we can actually bump that up a little bit. Use a slightly bigger rocket. We could use the Poodle, which is a heavy. It's very heavy, but it'll give us a good thrust to weight ratio. Or I forget. Does the Aerospike, is it nice in? It's good in vacuum. Yeah, so it's pretty good in vacuum, 340, as opposed to an ISP of 345. So actually the Aerospike might be the way to go. It's almost as efficient as the Terrier, but it also has a lot more power. Come on. Attach. There we go. That gives us a better thrust to weight ratio and still about 3,000 Delta V. So we're still good there. So that's good. Valentina's alive. We're good. We're good. Hello, base department. Does it have Wi-Fi? It does have Wi-Fi. And no, we're not accepting guests. So here's our little lander. This is the lander that's going to get us to the Mun. And we're going to need a stack separator. There we go. So this should get us to the Mun, no problem. Babalama, thank you for the €2. I do appreciate you. Didn't Aerospike require regular air? I don't think so. I mean, in like the real world one? No, I don't think so. They just require oxidizer. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that it requires air. Oh, we do need batteries and a solar panel. That's a good point. Yes, very good point. Almost forgot about that. Okay, so we can slap some batteries on the side. We don't need a lot. There we go. There's some batteries. And then we just need a solar panel or two. Where do we want to place these? We'll just move the batteries down a little bit, rotate them, and we'll put the solar panels right there. Let's just make sure that they don't do anything when they are extended, that they don't behave poorly. Yeah, that should be fine, right? Great, okay, so we have our lander. This is definitely pushing the delta V requirements to get to Kerbin, sorry, to get to the Mun land and then get back. But I have faith. We actually want this in a separate stage. There we go. I have faith. So we have, let me just do a quick math. Somebody sent something in Discord just now. I don't know what they sent. Oh, okay, it was unrelated. Let's just do a quick calculation just so then I can make sure that everything, so we have 860 plus 310 plus 580 times, oh, that's, well, the thing is we don't have to circularize technically, but it does say that we need 3,500 delta V, so we're gonna need a little bit more fuel, which is fine, we can do with that. We want to be on the space side, on the safe side, right? From Ampersand with the $5 New Zealand, what's something, anything at all you think is ridiculously cheap for how complicated it is, how rare it is? Smartphones? Smartphones are like incredible. Smartphones are like the most incredible. Oh, we need a reaction reel. They're probably the most incredible invention that humans have come up with in history. Like, you can fit basically all of human knowledge in the palm of your hand, and it's like, you know, depending on how much money you make, it's like affordable to everybody with a job, right? Okay, so now we're definitely below our fuel threshold. So what we need to do is we need to, unfortunately, add another fuel stack. Okay, now what's our, so that gets us probably safe. Our TWR is still 1.4, so that's fine. How much do we weigh? We weigh only 13 tons, so that's pretty good. The current mission is we're just building a lander to get from low Kerbin orbit to the Mun, and then to come home. That's the goal. That's the current goal. Let's just slap some fuel tanks. That's not fuel tanks. There we go. Okay, 3,500 delta V. This should be plenty. We have a thrust to weight ratio of 1.3, which again should be fine. Let me make this a little bit smaller so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. The thing about horizontal gaming is that it doesn't fit well in the vertical. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit more visible. Would you guys prefer it more zoomed in and take up more space on the vertical? Or would you guys prefer it less zoomed in so you can see a wider segment? Or would you prefer it rotated? I could rotate it. This is specifically for the verts. For those watching vertically, what would you guys prefer? less zoomed in, rotated, rotated. Rotate? Are we a fan of rotation? Yeah, I can just rotate the thing. All right, let's just try rotating it. How the hell do I rotate this thing? Transform, rotate 90 degrees clockwise. How's that? And then I guess I could rotate myself too. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise, put myself over here. And then I can rotate all of this text as well. Is this better? Yeah, but then you can watch on your phone is the point. It is horizontal, but you can watch on your phone. And then rotate. How's that? Do we like this? Is this good? Be on the right side. Okay. We like me on the right side. Over here. You can't see the text. Okay. How's that? Do we like this? Okay. Smaller by bit. Smaller text. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll see how it goes. If you guys hate it, then you know, left side. I know I'm sideways. I know, I'm very aware that I'm sideways, but now you guys can see the whole game. From Knight X Satan, oh, that's gonna be confusing. All right, to the rotation machine. Rotate. From Knight X Satan, the question actually, it's two, but they're related. I want to ask is too long for YouTube chat. Can I send it on the Discord live channel? I will not see it. I don't have that up. And from Scribble Scrapple with the 50 Canuck bucks. Thank you so much. Direct detection experiments keep setting sensitivity records, but finding nothing, and the WIMP window keeps shrinking. At what point do we stop assuming dark matter is a particle and start considering whether gravity itself needs fixing? People are considering that, but that just seems like it has a bigger epistemological gap or something like that. Do we hate this? Is this awful? If this is awful, let me know. Do we hate it? It's awful. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do a poll on TikTok. How the hell do I do a poll? Where's the poll button? I always forget. Video view? No. That's not what I want. Tools. Poll. Here we go. Okay. Give me a smiley face. Give me a smiley face if you love it. Give me a frowny face if you hate it. Okay. Thank you so much, Scribble Scrabble, by the way. Oh god. It's split. It's split 50-50. It's close. All right, it looks like the smileys have it. So we're probably gonna keep it for now. So you'll have to make do. The YouTube people are coming to TikTok. Well, the YouTube people are also getting affected by this, by the way. All right, so the smileys have it. So we're gonna keep it like this for now. If you guys genuinely hate it, you can always go. There is no alternative. There is no alternative. If you hate it, you hate it. Such is the way of things. All right, well, we might change it back if enough people object. But for now, we have a lander to build. So this lander should be able to get off the ground. It should be able to land on the Mun, no problem. So this lander should be done. Now here's the thing. This lander needs to be attached to another. Actually, this lander can probably get us to and from Minmus as well, right? Minmus is much easier, so we just need 2 of these landers. That's all. From Shahid with the 10 AED, Arab Emirates Dirham, I think. Dr. Blitz, should I do my assignments or play KSB? You should do your assignments. So we can just use 2 copies of these, and then we just need to slap them onto a... Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, actually. We're gonna make... So here we have a... We need a name for a Munlander, y'all. What's the name here? What are we doing? Oh, it's Shadid. I'm sorry. I read an H there. I'm so sorry. No, this isn't Artemis 3. We need something like... We need something memeable. I don't know why it's not letting me change the title of the spacecraft name. Come on, quit being buggy. Let me change your name. Enter. So I'm seeing Coom Blaster 69, Shit Bucket 3, Munlandia. All right. I think we got to go with the Blitzkirk 1. That's a pretty good name. What else do we got? Munbast. Munblast. The Shartimus. That's it. It's the Shartimus. Shartimus 1. That was it. I'm sorry, it won. All right, so that's the Shartimus. It's so funny. Let me save you. Okay. Okay, so we got the Shartimus. Now here's the thing that we're gonna do with the Shartimus. Now we're gonna take the Shartimus, and I guess we need. What's up? All right, so now, actually, sorry, that can't be called the Shartimus. It can't be called the Shartimus because that was the name of the launch craft, right? This is the Orion equivalent. This is the equivalent of the Orion capsule, right? I guess Orion was the name of the space capsule. What was the name of the capsule for Artemis 2? It was called, yeah, it was called Orion. So we need a name that's like Orion, and then the Shartimus will be the thing that takes it to the Mun. Okay. So we need something else. We need something else. Pooh Ryan. Life of Orion. Onion. Onion. It's so simple. It's just the onion. It's just onion. Okay, we got it. It's the Onion 1. The Onion 1. All right, we got it. Okay, so that's the onion. Now we need to build a craft that the onion will attach to. So we need a module where people can hang out safely. So we'll grab one of these guys, because we're gonna have 2 onions slapped onto the Shartimus 1, right? And maybe we, I guess we don't really, maybe we add a crew habitat, like a crew thingamajig, like one of these guys where like the crew can hang out. Yeah, it's Onion. That's exactly it. Onion. We'll add one of these guys, and then what we're going to do is, well, here's the thing with these things. You can't really, like, you don't want to block the windows, right? But at the same time, you don't want to block the ladder. I guess we can, yeah, that's a little bit tricky. Do we even, yeah, because we got to put some, actually, what do we need this for? We just need something that, we need something that it can attach to. because this isn't going, they're not going to reattach to these. So that's actually fine. We can just put a separator here. A pair of separators, rather. It's too big. Pair of separators there. And now we have to open, save and continue, overwrite. Open, we want to grab the Onion and merge. There, now we have the Onion. Unfortunately, the Onion's a little on the big side, actually. Where can I attach you? Please attach. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to go open the, okay, save and continue, yep. We have to go back to the Onion. We have to load. Then we have to put a, how do we do this? What's the right method here? Do we attach the, I think we make this the, I would like to make you this thing. I would like to control from here, or make that the, isn't there a way to like make that the priority thing? Anybody know? Because if we go, let's just save and continue. If we go back to the Shartimus, we load that, and then we load in the Onion, merge that. The thing is it's supposed to be able to like attach somewhere, but it can't attach anywhere. Yeah, how do you reroute? What is the, oh, reroute button. Okay, I see the reroute button, yep. Okay, so we have to go to the Onion again. We have to reroute, select a set of 2 or more particles to reroute. Okay, so then we want like this guy to be the root, something like this. And then we want to retract those. So now if I save this, then I can go to the Shartimus, load it, and then I should be able to merge in this guy. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Now, in principle, these should be able to just detach, but we should probably move them out a little bit. Let us move them out just a smidge. Nope, that's not good. Still have a problem. I need to rotate this whole thing. That's not what I want. Bible guy raid. Hey, Dalton, thanks for raiding. Some little ejector rockets. We shouldn't need them. We'll be in space. It's just that there's this intersection here, which I don't like. So all we need to do is just move this out. And then move this one out too. You know what we're going to do? We're actually just going to see if this launches. Just as a test. Everybody will be safe, don't worry. Okay, let's just see if this, and let's save this. Let's just check, double check, that the separators work. Gotta fix our staging a little bit. Okay, it worked. Cool. That's fine. Okay, so this should work in space. The only fear was that it's because of the crossover in the, see how there's like an intersection there? That just invites the Kraken. And if you guys don't know what the Kraken is, it's very scary. Let's add just some more struts just to be on the safe side. There we go. That's probably good. Okay, now we don't actually need those anymore. Now we just need to, so this is our probe, right? This is what we got going on. We're gonna have one Kerbal in each of these, and then we can bring a Kerbal along for the ride, and hopefully none of them die. Okay, now what we have to go do is we have to go grab the, what was it called? Fartimus Prime. here's our rocket that'll take us to orbit. And now we just gotta yoink off. Sounds very dirty. We just gotta yoink off this, which is our payload. And then we can grab, yes, save and continue. Then we can grab the Shartimus Prime. Sorry, Shartimus 1. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, so we have Shartimus Prime. And then we want to grab Shartimus 1 and merge. There we go. Oh, this is so baby. Hold on, we can do better than this. We can do better than this. This is so very small. So this thing weighs 34 tons. So the question is yeah, I mean, we can just do it, but we just need to reroute this really quick. There we go. Now we can save this. Then we can go back to Shartimus Prime, load it. We can grab the Shartimus one. We can merge it and then put it right there. And there's our little launch. Now this is going to be plenty of... Oh, hold on. I lied. We have to undo that. We have to save and continue. We have to go back to the Shartimus because we have to get our staging right. That's very, very important. So current staging has separators. Yeah, this staging needs to be done better. There we go. Okay, that's right. Save. Go back to the Shartimus Prime. Then merge in the Shartimus one. Now put that there, and then we can just adjust this little protective shell. It's a little bit overkill, but you know. Nobody's ever been mad about overkill, right? There we go. Okay, and there is our ballistic missile that is going to send everybody to the moon. Now I just want to make sure that the staging is right up here. Oh, this is a dangerous game that we're playing. Where are these separators staged? Always got to check yo staging. Dangerous as hell. Whoop, nope. Nope, don't want to exit. Okay, so these separators have to go way up here. And then these rockets, these have to go up here. That staging has to go up there. And then what about these parachutes? Which are somewhere. There's parachutes in here, right? Where are the parachutes? The parachutes are here. Okay, so that should go in a separate stage that goes there. And that should go last. Okay, now our staging should be good. All right, you guys ready to launch? Are we going to space? Are we going to space? Y'all ready? Wait a minute. What are these separators? What are those separators separating? Oh, that's bad. Those separators... Oh, no, that's fine, actually. Oh, I totally missed all of these. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, now we should be able to go to space. Now, here's the thing. We have... How are we gonna... Who gets sent? They will probably die. Jeb is already dead to me. Who goes? Who's going to the Mun? Who's going to Minmus? Who's going? Okay, Bill. Bill's going. We'll send Bill in here. Bill and Bob. Okay, Bill and Bob Kerman, they're going. All right. Valentina's... Oh, Doffrey? Yeah, okay, we can send Doffrey too. Doffrey will be in the... that doesn't have a way of landing, so... We're going to send Bill and Bob. And in fact, those will be the only people that get sent, because the rest is going to be piloted by a computer. I think that's the plan. Do I not have a computer for... Oh boy, I don't have a separator. What's this? It's remote guidance. I need a stack separator. I need a stack separator. Could have been really bad. Okay, but now I have to restage everything, unfortunately. Actually, I might not have to restage everything. As long as the stack separator goes there. Okay, we should be good then. Yeah, okay, I think that we're in the clear. But what's the worst that could happen, right? The worst that could happen is that Bill and Bob die. We'll be fine. You still need a pilot for remote guidance. You need a probe. I have a probe here. I have a probe here. A remote guidance unit. Isn't a probe isn't that what a probe is? Pretty sure. Yeah, this is a computer. You don't need like a. Oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I this is, yeah, unmanned remote pilot assistance available, hibernation mode, resource rates. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, it has SAS, it has everything. No, the remote guidance unit is exactly what we need. Like, these guys are fine. The computers are fine. We have solar. We do have solar. We should be fine there. Yeah, I mean, I could use the Octo too, but I don't need to. Wait, is it true? Like, I don't. Can't this do everything that the other one can? Oh, minimum pilot on vessel. Okay, so I do. You're right. You're right. I do need a. You're right. Okay, I will admit that I was wrong. Okay, we will just. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that guy right there. Because the Predobadyne doesn't have a minimum number of pilots on vessel, right? Okay. Okay, we good? Okay, we have plenty of thrusters, that much I promise you. Okay. No idea if this will work. Let's go to space. The mission, a double launch to the Mun and Minmus. That is the current mission. All right, we got to orient properly, and I guess we are throttled up. Let's go. A little early to start our gravity burn or gravity assist, or gravity turn, but we should be way over spec'd for fuel here. We should have no problem getting to orbit. All right, first burn. First, there we go. Clean. Super clean. I should do a countdown, you're right. This is the most dangerous part of the journey. Actually, no, we're gonna be fine. In fact, I should probably be way more tilted over by now. I know how to do a gravity turn. I've been flying for longer than you've been alive. Our apoapsis is probably approaching good. We're going to the Mun and Minmus for today. That's our first mission today. All right, those are burned out. Let's see it. Off they go. All right, we almost are at apoapsis of 70K, which is how far we have to get to orbit, by the way. All right, apoapsis is, I like to do 73K just to be on the safe side generally. And we will cut engines here. All right, and we can coast. Oh no, we are fine on fuel. We have so much fuel to spare. We're gonna be landing on the Mun and we're gonna be landing on Minmus. We're gonna be doing both. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna coast a little bit, and then we'll be there in a minute. Looks like an ICBM trajectory. At the moment, this is an ICBM, and we would be crashing into like this continent here. How accurate is the physics in this game? It's pretty good. I'm not running suborbit. I'm going to circularize once I get to apoapsis. Well, thank you for the GG there. I appreciate that, Deanna. We'll get there in a moment. Okay, so we can start... Let's add a quick maneuver node. And then we can just... Oh, I can't even... Okay, well, let's burn. Because we're there. We're already there. We'll just do this manually. It's fine. Our periapsis is about to peek out from behind the planet. And we'll just raise that just a smidge. All right, and there we go. We are in low Kerbin orbit. So now we have to pop that fairing. Popped. Next step is we want to... Now, okay, here's the tricky part. We want to separate. Everything will be in orbit, so there should be no issue there. Just always a little risky. Okay, so let's decouple here. Hasty Leprechaun, thank you for the €1. Very much appreciated. All right. Let's decouple. Now, this guy... Okay, now can we control him? Okay, we can. We don't have RCS, but that's okay. We don't need it. We just got to kind of tilt away. Oh, we don't even have... We do have a reaction control wheel. But can I control... Bump. Okay, good. I just wanted to get it away. I was probably stupid, to be honest, but we did it. It's fine. It is heavy. It's very, very heavy. That's a good point. So I'm just going to use the... Bonk. Okay, good. Good, that's what I wanted. Now, we can deorbit this thing. There we go. To the deorbit burn. We don't want to leave it in space for any reason, so... You play the flat Earth mod of this? That's funny. Okay, so that'll burn up. That's fine. There's nobody on this vessel. It's completely robotically piloted. So Fartimus Prime is you know, this will burn up in the atmosphere, and now we can leave that and ignore it for now. The rest of it, there we go. Now this guy, now we have to get to the Mun and Minmus. So the first things that we're going to do first, do I actually read chat? I want to recommend keeping a list on screen during debates to keep track of points that guests ran away from. I mean, I could. Yeah, that guy will, I mean, it'll either burn up on reentry or it'll explode. I don't really care. I don't even really care either way. But this guy is still in orbit, which is good. We still have it's a weird orbit, but it is a good orbit. We're not on Twitch yet. But what we're going to do is anybody in here? Wait, wait a minute. Where's our crew? Don't we have a crew in here? Where the hell is the crew? Damn it, these are unmanned. Wait, where'd the crew go? No, they're not in the they're nowhere. We have no crew. No. That thing doesn't even have, we just launched the, so these things have robotic, actually, can we even control the, I don't even know if we can control the engines here. Okay, so okay, yeah. So how am I controlling this? There's no, transfer crew, no crew on part. Transfer crew, no crew on part. Transfer crew, no crew on part. All right, I guess that we're deorbiting this too. I forgot the crew. I guess we're doing it again. All right, time to deorbit. Yep, it was a test flight. That's what it was. Definitely a test flight. All right. That should be enough to deorbit us. Yeah, okay, it'll crash into the planet. Okay, let's go to the tracking station. I mean, we could just terminate these, but they will just crash on the planet, so I'm not really that worried. I guess we gotta go do it again. All right, so this is the same ship. We just gotta put the crew in. So we want Bill here and Bob here. Okay, now we should be good. Right? All right. I guess we're gonna do it again. Did I miss anything? I should be able to... Oh, I did have... That's how I was controlling it, because I did have this Prodobodyne. That's why. Okay. Makes sense. Put Doff. Do we really want Doff? No, Jeb is dead. Jeb died. This Jeb is merely a replacement Jeb, and he's not as good. All right. Bill and Bob go on an excellent adventure. That's what we're doing. Oh, it does need to be called Chartimus. I'm sorry. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. This is the Fartimus Prime 2, which ironically is not Fartimus Prime. All right, now we can launch. Think you need to change the angle of your phone or camera? What's wrong with the phone or camera? This is not career mode, no. But I am playing without mods, that is true. All right. Staging should be fine. Always check yo staging, as I learned from Scott Manley. I know it's 90 degrees. I know. That's on purpose, so that you can see the whole screen. All right, Bill and Bob. See, we got Bill and Bob here. We want to make sure that we are controlling not from... We want to control from this guy, though. Control from here. There we go. Okay, good. Now, off we go. Scott Manley taught me... Actually, he didn't teach me everything I know, but he definitely is really, really good at this game. You can enable a full screen option on TikTok? Really? Sorry, I missed a countdown. Okay, hold on. We'll do this properly. Okay, there we go. Launch in T minus. Actually, let's actually take a look at our launch window here. Who cares? Screw it. We'll do it. We're gonna do it. All right, launch in T minus 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. The control point should be correct, yeah. We have liftoff. This is a really, like, this rocket that I built will throw 200 tons into low Kerbin orbit, no problem. So, like, we're only sending 30 tons up. It'll be no issue. This is a non-issue. This it's really a workhorse of a rocket here. Oh, we are gravity turning far too fast. Actually, no, we're on track. This is correct. We are gravity turning at just the right speed. You just don't want to turn over too much, because then you end up staying in the low atmosphere too long, but we should be in the clear. You're a rocket man. Rocket man. Oops, we forgot to burn off. There we go. I missed that one. That may have actually killed our attempt to orbit. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we do have plenty of fuel because this thing can send 200 tons into orbit, no problem. But we did, we kind of screwed up our staging a little bit, which, you know, could hurt our orbital chances. So I gotta pay better attention. We have no pilots. We have a scientist and an engineer. Who needs pilots? And we're gonna detach again. Let's check our apoapsis, make sure that it's growing as it should. And we are going to enter orbit shortly. We're at 70,000, 72,000, and 73,000. Perfect. What's the point of detaching? Well, those rockets don't have fuel anymore, so you got to get rid of them to lose weight. Yeah, no. We have plenty of fuel. We have we have like 5,000. We have almost 6,000 delta V left over. What's my payload? Well, so the payload I can carry 200 tons to low Kerbin orbit on this rocket, but this is only a 30-ton payload. I'm just using this as a workhorse. It's actually fairly accurate to real-world launches. Well, I could go anywhere in the Kerbal system with this payload, right? Except maybe Eve. Why so overkill? Well, I designed this rocket last week as just a workhorse to get to orbit, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time designing a rocket every time to get to orbit. That's all. And 200 tons will be enough to get you basically wherever you want with whatever kind of rocket that you want. Okay, so I should actually start burning. Otherwise, I'm going to lose orbit. Oops. Yeah, asparagus is great. I love me some asparagus staging. It's actually how I set a game record. A game record for most efficient, it was in the category of ultra heavy launchers for most efficient launch. I hit 34% payload to total mass ratio, sending something like over 1,000 tons to orbit. I think I sent like 1,200 tons to orbit, to low Kerbin orbit, at a with like a rocket that was like 3,300 tons. How much is this game? I don't know. Normal game price, like 30 or 40 bucks or something. How often I go live? Seemingly every day these days. This is Kerbal Space Program, yeah. How the hell did you send 1,200 tons to orbit? With a real big rocket. All right, let's finish our burn to get into orbit. I guess the game is 40 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. Like, you can get a lot, like, there's a really, really big modding community in this game. There we go. We're in orbit. All right, now we have to separate off our fairing. Space debris, love it. And then we have to separate, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do basically everything manually, because I want to be extra careful here. No, you don't have to pay for the mods. There is a DLC that has a few more things which I paid for, but the mods are all free. All right, so then we want to decouple, and then I just want to give it a good little bump. There we go. And then we can switch over here. We're going to, I guess actually, let's just reverse these for now. Just give this a little kick away so that we have time for the other one, so that this one can flip around. Oh, we're gonna crash. It's just, there we go. Now we're out of the way. This is not modded, no. Oh, please don't hit. Please don't hit. There we go. Okay, now we can deorbit this. Good. And this guy should be headed into the ground shortly. Let's switch over to, here we go. And just want to double check that we are still in orbit here, even though we got a little bit bumped, and we're good. Okay. Can I guard SGA? Oh, okay, let's read some, we have a super chat. What other games do you play? Currently, I'm just playing this, having a good time playing this. Okay, now the next tricky thing is that we need to make sure that we have one Kerbal in here. Where are the Kerbals? Where are they? They should be in the appropriate places, which means that I can actually swap over these. I can separate, right? Oh, this thing's gonna stay in orbit as space junk. I probably should have put a deorbiting there, but that's fine. All right, well, there we go. Why didn't the separators separate? Okay, I guess I'm doing this manually. Decouple. Decouple. Okay. Now this guy, actually, you know what we can do? Because we need less fuel for Minmus, I think, right? We need, how much fuel? Yeah, we need way less fuel for Minmus. So we're just gonna take one of these rockets and kind of nudge it. Aim camera. Okay, now we want to target this thing. Actually, I'm not gonna risk it. We're good. No, attitude indicator. Like, I could target this thing, but there's nothing to really target. So it's fine. The super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget about the super chat. I'm so sorry. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we have Bob here, we have Bill here, and then we have this thing, which can't get home. It'll just stay in orbit, no problem. So, let's go try our Mun mission first. Who's going to the Mun? It's gonna be Bill. Bill's going to the Mun. We should have plenty of fuel. Oh, let's deploy these solar panels. Extend. Extend. I should have keyed these. I think that there's actually a button to deploy all the solar panels, but I don't remember what it is. I was about to dry push that module. Yep, I was. Was absolutely about to do that, but it's not worth it. We can just we can deorbit it later if we need to. Okay, so Bill is going to go try to land on the Mun. I don't need to set that as target, I guess. We can just plop down a maneuver. And we just gotta find the intersect. There it is, right there. Good enough for me. All right, let's warp. Yeah, so everything's deployed. We should be all set. Why am I sideways? So that you can see the whole game. Is this Fortnite? This is not Fortnite. So we will burn in about 40 seconds. All right, we're getting there. T minus 15 seconds. It's the aerospike. T minus 10 seconds. Burn starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, burning. All right, on our way. On our way straight to the Mun. How's my battle with cancer going? Well, if you had seen the update, which, you know, it's fine, you didn't have to, it turned out it wasn't cancer, actually. Despite what everybody told me, including my oncologists, who I'm still seeing an oncologist again in a week, it's not cancer. It was something that presented a lot like cancer, but it wasn't cancer, which is just very strange. This is KSP1. Don't buy KSP2. I bought it. It's not great. Yeah, it was super good news. I still had to have the surgery. They only found out that it wasn't cancer after the surgery, but still very, very good news. All right, burn is almost over. We're gonna feather it. And perfect burn complete. Okay, now we have a Mun encounter coming up soon. That's actually about as good as we can hope. That's real good. I mean, it's a little bit high. Why can't I, there, we'll lower the orbit just a smidge. There we go, 15,000 meters should be good. And we can just get a straight orbit there. This is perfect. Perfect encounter. No, we're gonna go land. We have plenty of fuel. All right, so let us warp to let's add a maneuver really quick at the periapsis. Slow down, capture into an orbit. There we go. And let's warp there. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Oh, that orbit is that's in 4 hours. Actually, that's. Why not set my intercept in front of the moon? Would that help? I'd end up orbiting the wrong way. Maybe that would be a good move actually. It's 300. Yeah, I mean, I can still I still have time to adjust that if I want to. But let's think about this. So it's 300 it's 300 actually yeah, we want to so this is speeding me. This will have the mun speeding me. Actually, it shouldn't matter, right? Maybe it will. Let's fiddle with this. Actually, we have some time, so let's fiddle with this and see if we can get a more efficient landing. Otherwise, we might not have enough fuel to make it home. So at the low cost of, let's modify our. For the low cost of 59 delta V, we can get a orbit on the other side at 15,000. And then if we then furthermore slow down, how much is that going to cost us? How much does that maneuver cost us? That has a delta V. Why aren't you telling me how much this is costing as far as delta V goes? That's 440 delta V. No, that's actually worse. That's more expensive orbit. That's a far more expensive orbit to do it that way. That's going to be a total of 500 delta V just to get into orbit, whereas here I can get into orbit just from like for 300 delta V or so. So yeah, we're just gonna go away. Go away. God, the UI in this game is so bad. Delete, delete, delete. I would like to remove this okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is the play. We just go in for a circularization burn. It's only going to cost us 300 delta V. Easy peasy. All right, let's warp. I would have done the mun launch too, but I only have 4 hours, and so before I have to burn, so it's just not. Sorry, the Minmus launch. It's just not enough time. You can exit next to the net ball. I tried. Oh yeah, no, I'm stupid. You're right. That's what I should have done. All right, we have a burn time in 55 seconds. Wait, why can't I see my... Oh, display staging. That's what I wanted, yeah. There we go. I'm going to deploy the... I'm going to deploy my landing gear just in case. Otherwise, I will forget them and then we will crash. I'm just playing it safe, Whiplash. Don't worry. Like, I could just do a suicide intercept, but I want to land on the day side. And so, you know, I do want it to be daytime. You're fine. I think I have on the order of 3,000 hours in this game too, but it was from like 10 years ago. Oops. Forgot to start my burn. That's okay. We'll be fine. We shall be fine. I've been to Lathe. I've done Lathe before. No, we're going to Minmus next. I just want to double check that we're not going to crash. Apoapsis is 29,000. Okay, we can afford to lower that a little bit. There we go. 18,000, 15,000. Perfectly safe. My mic is clipping. Oh, sorry about that. I will move it a little bit further away. Okay, now we are now in orbit. We will handle orbit. We will handle landing in a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the tracking station, and we are going to Minmus, because we still have this guy, right? This guy's still orbiting Kerbin. We still have to get to Minmus, which is a little bit trickier to get to. So here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's just launch. Let's go from here. Missed the play. It's the inclination that we're at right now. Oops. Too much. There we go. Probably around there. And then we just gotta hope. Oops, too much. That's not smart. I should not. I should probably just do a little bit better with my orbital planning. Like, I could just go for the intercept here. It'll take a little bit. Oh, but we have so much fuel. And if we don't make it, we'll just do a rescue mission. All right, let me just go adjust the where is it? Where are maneuver node? Nope. Let me adjust you, please. There we go. Okay, fine. This game has a terrible UI, by the way, if you didn't know that. Oops. Hey, where'd the intercept go? Okay, there's the intercept. Need to scale that down a lot. We can probably angle... We can do a polar orbit. Yeah, let's do a polar orbit. That'll be interesting. Oops, wrong way. We can always do a course correction burn as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we're gonna do that. Let's center back on. All right, we want to go to the maneuver. And then let's just warp. It'll be really awkward if we crashed. How awkward would that be? All right, so we're going to be burning in about a minute. In the meantime, let's answer some questions. You used to play this on Xbox? I can't imagine you playing I can't imagine playing this game on Xbox. That would be so hard. That'd be such a struggle. Like, without a mouse, what are you doing? Does the ISS constantly fall, and at what speed? Yeah, at around 17,500 miles an hour. It is. That's what an orbit is. It's just constantly falling. Solar panels. Oh yeah, I suppose I can deploy them. Extend. 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 I don't remember what the button is. I know that there is a button for it. I just don't remember what it is. And we'll put out the landing gear. All right, burn starts in 9 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burning. Now we have a little bit of a burn time here, but I gotta watch this very carefully because it's gonna be really, really touchy at the end of the burn. And of course, we're going to have, did I deorbit a main stage with 6,000 meters per second of delta V? I did, but it only had 6,000 meters per second of delta V left because it is a launch vehicle that I don't want to customize each time. So obviously it can send up to around 200 tons to orbit. You want to be like me when you grew up? You're taking physics this September? Well, that's exciting. I hope it works out for you. All right, we gotta start. Well, no, we still have a little bit of time. Okay, gotta start feathering it. It's gonna be real fast. Shit. God damn it. Point in the other direction. Okay, that's good enough. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. Now I'm gonna add a maneuver node here just so then we can circular. Well, no, we do genuinely want a polar orbit, right? So let's go back here and we want to focus on, we can add like a mid-course correction burn like here, something like that. And then we will just make a teensy tiny little burn. Teensy tiny burn. Oh, I'm sorry. That is the post. I have to put it like here. There we go. Wrong way. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling pretty well. I have a few issues here and there, but the teensiest, tiniest little burn. We're doing the teensiest, tiniest burn. Why does KSB have a different solar system? Because these are Kerbal. These are Kerbals, not humans. This isn't Earth. And then we can, nope, don't want that. Nope, don't want that. We can bring that in just a smidge. There we go. That's a nice orbit. All right, now we can warp to it, and we're just going to, it's the shortest little burn. From Ellie Els with the €5, what is the fastest speed in orbit a human could withstand? Lowest possible orbit with that speed? Is it easy to land okay on the moon versus Earth versus other? So there's no, like, humans can survive whatever speed. You don't feel speed, you feel acceleration. So you can be in orbit at whatever speed. You could be at 99.999% the speed of light and you wouldn't feel a thing as long as you're not accelerating. However, around Earth, you can't go faster than around 25,000 miles an hour without leaving Earth orbit. You can go a little bit faster than that, but not much faster. And generally it's going to be easier to land on places with lower gravity. Although it's easiest to land on places without atmosphere because then you don't have to use rockets at all. All right, we're gonna burn in 8 seconds. It's gonna take a teeny tiny little burn. There we go. That should do it. Okay, great. We did the burn. It's a little bit higher than we wanted, and now let's go back to the Mun, because it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be 16 days before, you know, they have anything to do. Why should you orbit planets instead of going straight into them? It just gives you a little bit more, you have a little bit more decision-making power in where you land that way. Isn't acceleration just a form of inertia? Well, no, it's not a form of inertia. It's a different kind of thing. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the wrong ship. I'm like, why is that ship in the wrong place? There's that one, and then there's this one. This is the one we want to fly. Why didn't they land on the moon, the recent astronauts? Because they were just doing a test flight. All right, so we're going to do an orbit, and we want to land on the day side. So let's land like let's land maybe there-ish. Maybe, oops, no, I don't want that. We could actually, let's try to land in that big old crater. Yeah, let's try to land like right there. Okay, let's warp around. What would y'all recommend for a beginner to do in the game after Mun and Minmus? Oh, just have, I mean, look, if you're playing career mode, then you should just do the easier missions first to get your science. But this is a game where you kind of just do what you want. So I'm having a good time just kind of like doing random missions, especially like if people want to like donate to make me do a mission of some kind, I will do it. All right, so our goal is going to be to land roughly, let's say there. We have a lot of speed. Eve, return when? I've done that. It's just a pain in the ass. It's such a pain. Isn't that supposed to be flat? Well, this is the Mun. Why would the Mun be flat? Now, here's the question. Do I still remember how to suicide burn? I do. It's just always scary. That shit's always scary. Will I use real solar system and other realism mods eventually? Maybe. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to land in that crater. That's fine, though. We don't need to land in that specific crater. We can just land wherever we want. Then we can go around and explore. What about Joule 5? Yeah, we can do that, too. All right, now the question is when do I start my burn? Full throttle hotkey is Z. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of time. Elu return? Yeah, shift and control, they changed the, I know. I mean, the most efficient way isn't to kill horizontal, and I mean, it's easier, yeah, but it's less delta V efficient, right? And we have plenty of TWR, so we can do suicide burns. It's not really that risky. And we're soft landed. We're good. And our arrow spike is safe. Oh, I forgot to put a ladder on this thing. Oops. Oopsie daisy. All right, well, Bill. Oh, I don't like that Bill stepping out just made our entire lander. Oh, it's because I have SAS on, and yeah, okay, that makes sense. Bill. All right, let's plant a flag. Is there any, do you guys see anything? Anything fun? I don't see any fun things. So we'll just plant our flag here. Plant flag. All right, we need something to put on this flag. We need to name it. What are we naming it? What are we naming it, y'all? We need a name. It's a site. It can't just be John Pork. The Munsters, Bill's Hill. Bill's Hill is pretty good. Planet Ian. The Abyss. Too serious. I like, Bill Was Here is pretty good. I need some graphics mods. Reverse Everest, Lamp. Sea of Tranquil, nah. Not Cancer, Bill's Hill. Okay, we got 2 votes for Bill's Hill. It's gonna be Bill's Hill. Rest in peace, Jeb Kerman. The Jeb Kerman that is currently living at the Space Center is an imposter. All right, we did it. Time to get back in. Oh, okay, well that didn't work. There we go. And we're back in. Now, we could, do an EVA report. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should do an EVA report. EVA report. Okay. Transmit, oh, we can't transmit the science. EVA report. Keep experiment, there we go. Take surface sample. You know, we may as well do these things, right? All right, now, should we just go home? Should we just go home and then go worry about the, I mean, yeah, we have plenty of time to go home. So let's go home. I don't need any science. We're not doing a science mission. Okay, so now I need to make sure that if we, I want to fly back the other way, right? If I want to kill my speed, I want to go in the reverse direction because, yeah, what's the, well, thank you, Sanology, for the $2. I'm glad that you're having fun. No, I think that we can just get into orbit. I think that we'll just get into an orbit. It'll be no problem. All right. We have like so much fuel. That's north. We don't want to be pointing north. We want to be pointing this way, I believe. I hope. Otherwise, we might be going the wrong direction. Yep, that's the wrong direction. This way, I believe. Don't worry, it was on purpose. There we go. That's the way that we want to be pointing. There we go. We can just go straight to Kerbin. Yeah, fine. We'll be fine. Off we go. Oh, we have to burn in 3 minutes. Okay. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We can even, you know, just jump. Can you only play this on PC? No, you can play it on other platforms. It's just not going to be as good. I once left Bob on Eve for 16 years. Yeah, I've done that before. I've definitely like run a career game where I think the game lasted like several hundred years because I was taking like maximally efficient like gravity assists to get to and from various places. So, you know. All right, we have to burn in 20 seconds or so. 10 seconds. All right. And off we go. Back home. There we go. Seems good to me. All right, now this one I actually have to pay attention to. How long? That's in 4 hours, so that's plenty of time. This guy's still on the way. So, shall we get him home? Shall we get Bill home safely? With 500 Delta V to spare too, that's a pretty good fuel economy for the mission. And in fact, this gets, funnily enough, this gets us another Mun orbit, but you know, we're not gonna make it because, oh, I forgot to put on air brakes. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Who needs air brakes? But we do need to point prograde. And we should probably retract our gears. We should probably retract these too. Actually, no, we're gonna leave all that shit out to increase our drag. Now let's just hope that Bill survives. We do have a pretty undersized... Okay, we lost our solar panels, but that's fine. We have a heat shield. The heat shield's doing its job. I think that we're about to lose the legs, which is fine. Actually, it doesn't look like that they're going to burn up, so we should be fine there. This is called aero braking, everybody. You don't need fuel if there's an atmosphere. Why wouldn't I use the excess fuel to slow down? We can recover the fuel. Who needs to... we can recover the fuel. We're fine. We have a heat shield. That's what the heat shield's for. I am a mathematical physicist. See? We're fine. And actually, we're gonna land surprisingly close to Kerbal Space, or the Kerbal Space Center. It's actually really funny. You can't quite see it, but we are landing surprisingly close. If it isn't a successful landing, no evidence left behind. Exactly. All right, let's deploy our chutes. There we go. Chutes deployed. Turn off that. This would be a perfect... Oh, we're actually going to land on the beach. That's so cute. Or right next to the beach, anyway. Chutes are fine. Gonna be really heavy for land. It'll be fine. We're moving at like 8 meters per second and we're landing in the water. We'll be fine. If you want, I can use that tiny bit of excess fuel to slow down right before we touch. Unnecessary, turns out. We did lose our legs, but it's unnecessary. And he's home. Home sweet home. We did it. And Bill's safe. All right, now we have to go get Bob to Minmus. Is this game easier with my physics knowledge? Probably a bit. Let's just warp to, I don't know, here? So this is like a week. We are playing Kerbal Space Program, yeah. Yeah, we are. Goodbye, Kerbin. Hello, Minmus. Wherever, I actually don't know where Minmus is. Should be somewhere around here. Hey, wait, where's my intersect? Oh, it's coming up. Okay, we're good. Whew. I was like, oh no, did we miss? What is Minmus in comparison? There is no equivalent of Minmus. Minmus is a second moon for the main, you know, for it's Kerbin's main or second moon, and there's just no equivalent in our solar system. The way it yanked when the chute's fully opened would have liquefied poor Bill. Yeah, maybe. All right, so now we gotta just circularize. Control locked. Why does it say control locked? Why can I not add a maneuver node? Why does it say control locked? Do I need a... Is it because Bob is a scientist that he can't make maneuver nodes? Do I have to do this by hand? No connection, okay. All right, well, I can at least warp here. I can do it by hand. I don't have an antenna. Okay, we're doing it by hand. That's fine. We'll do it by hand. Don't worry. I don't need to get out and push. There we go. Nice little orbit. Now, we would like to land, I don't know. Do we want to land in like... Unfortunately, this orbit doesn't actually put us... Actually, let's just stay in orbit and the... Whoop. Oopsie daisy. That's bad. Press the wrong button. There's some high mountains on Minmus. So we just got to be a little bit careful. Let me just double check what the tallest mountain is on Minmus. Mountain on Minmus. Oh, it's only 5,000 meters? Okay, then we're fine. We are fine. No worries there. I meant to not do that. I meant to do this. Perfect. This is what we can do. Now we're just gonna kill our speed. Because I would like to land right about there, actually. There we go. Why is it still rotated? I'm so sorry. If you hate it, I don't know how to help you. It looks like mint ice cream. That's the point. Yeah, it does. This is dangerous, by the way. I am warping straight into a planet. But fortunately, we go really slowly. And we have so much delta V. Okay. There we go. I don't think that you can achieve orbit with your EVA pack, but you can definitely get close. What do you do in this game? You do space missions and stuff. I should make that terrain. There we go. This game's like 40 bucks. Let's start killing that speed. What's the moon with the hydrogen seas? That's Lathe, but yeah, that's Lathe. Turn up the music, I can almost hear you. I can turn down the music if it's loud. Sorry about that. I don't know how loud it is for you guys. And touchdown. There we go. I'll turn down the music a smidge. I can understand if it's loud. I'll turn it down by like a factor of 2/3 or something. Hopefully that's better. Okay. We made it. Safe and sound on Minmus. All right, let's have Bob get out. W Blitz from C-Bar, that's appreciated. All right, Bob, get out of here. Alley-oop. Oh, don't break that. Oh, he's stuck. Bum-ba-dum. Hey, y'all, how do you turn off the UI? What's the button for that? This is kind of iconic, right? R? R is not F2. Okay, thank you. Isn't there a way to get him to wave? Hold on, let's plant our flag really quick. Plant flag. Or am I new to this game? No. I just haven't played it in a long time. What are we gonna call it? We're gonna call it we'll call it spear. Minmus Maximus. That's good. 1 small scoop of mint flavored ice cream for Kerbin. 1 giant scoop of mint flavored ice cream for Kerbin kind. Get your screenshots here, y'all. I know I'm taking one. Iconic. Iconic. We're gonna copy this and we're gonna paste it in the Discord server. Straight to the Discord server. All right. Now we have to just get him back into the... There we go. He's back in. Time to go home. Now here's the problem. Well, okay, we have 2,000 Delta V. That'll be enough to get anywhere we want. But let's just fly east, as is the norm. Turn on our SAS. Pop up. Up we go. And then we're just gonna direct the nav. I don't know why. There we go. Direct the nav ball to point east. And there we go. That should get us enough to get to a pretty high apoapsis, but we'll raise it a little bit more. And then we can oh no, this is bad. This is bad because I don't have maneuver nodes. That's not good. Okay, well, that's fine. We can make this work. Why is flying east the norm? Because that's the direction everything rotates in. No science experiments, just burn it up and then drop. I mean, I have so much fuel, it shouldn't be an issue. But the issue is just like, what's the right maneuver to do from Apoapsis to actually get back to Kerbin? I mean, I can just do it the normal way, right? That's what we're just gonna do it the normal way. So we'll just get into a little orbit. There we go. Orbit's fine. And then if we accelerate, that will... So we want to kill our orbit going the other direction. Oh, so we're going the wrong direction for that. It's fine. We have plenty of fuel. So in fact, I think that if we just escape here, I think that will be okay, actually. Shit, that was the wrong direction. Okay. Let's turn around and escape in the other direction. Oops. We will just warp a little bit. Accelerate on the inside face. Yeah, that seems right. No, that's correct. That's the correct way to do it. I think that that's probably close enough. Maybe right about there. All right, now let's punch it. Nope, that is retrograde. We want prograde. Prograde. Otherwise we crash. Still not quite the inside face, but it's close enough. You know what? We will have plenty. I hope we'll have plenty of... Yeah, we'll have plenty of fuel to make it home. That's fine. I can just kill our trajectory right there. And, you know, as long as we kill our speed, we will get home. And we're only going 236 meters per second, so... There we go. And now I can just go to retrograde. Can you use Newtonian physics for this game? Yeah. This game functions on Newtonian physics. Now I'd like... Okay, it's fine. Just pay attention to that periapsis number. I hate that intercept. But it shouldn't actually hurt us here. Okay, good enough. From C-Bar, does it matter if you orbit in the direction of the planet's rotation? Yeah, you basically get a boost by going in the direction of the planet's rotation. Makes it easier to get to orbit and so on. Now, we are going to pass by the Mun. I just want to make sure that we don't crash into it. Let me just set focus really quick. Okay, good. We're just flying by. Totally fine. And now we're coming in. Normal or anti to miss Mun. I don't need to. Mun wasn't a dangerous... Alright, I will... just because people were complaining, I will retract the solar panels. So they don't... Come on. So they don't explode. Retract. Please retract. Please retract. Oh, these are the non-retractable kind. Well, of course they are. These are the kinds that are non-retractable. That's fine. Okay, good. Why don't you use graphics mods? I haven't installed any mods. I have not played Juno New Origins, no. Down we go. Do I part clip? I mean, like, not on purpose. Like, occasionally parts do clip, and that's just the reality of the game. But, like, I'm not, like, trying to, like, be sneaky. Actually, this time I am going to use that fuel, because we are coming in way hotter than we were before. There we go. And say goodbye to those solar panels. Pop. Pop. Why am I sideways? Oh boy, I don't know what's about to explode, but something's about to explode. Oh boy. Those are the legs. I think we're losing the legs. Or is that a battery? No, we lost a battery. Oh, why am I sideways? Oh, so that way then you guys can see the full game. That's why. Okay, so we lost a leg or two. It's not the end of the world. Fuel tanks? No, the fuel tanks are still there. They're safe. Now that's a landing. Should I buy Kerbal Space Program or Kitten Space Agency? I don't think Kitten Space Agency is out yet, is it? Let's try to get a little bit of lift. Does visiting the moon change its orbit? How resistant is... Oh, visiting the moon doesn't do anything. It won't change. It won't affect anything. We are not done yet. We're not out of the woods yet, but we will be soon. This is Kerbal Space Program. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty fun, especially if you're like a dork like me. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's go for a specific landing. There we go. We're gonna try to land on that side. We have a little bit of fuel, so we can try to land in somewhere fun. We are coming in really shallow, though. How old am I and how long ago did I go to school? How long did I go to school? I finished school at 29. If that helps, that helps. How technical is everything you have to know going into this game versus what? It will help with most. It will help with most things. Oh, this is where we're in danger. Okay, so I guess we're not gonna have fun landing where we wanted to land. I'm currently playing the game vanilla, so no mods as it stands, but this is Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, it's on Steam. The game does help you getting up to speed as you learn this game, though. If you don't have any technical knowledge. Will I try RSS? I never really liked RSS. Have you seen the James Tour versus Professor Dave debate? Not only have I seen it, I've watched it several times because it's so funny. Look, Ma, no hands. You don't need hands when you're landing on a when, you know, you're coming in at 1400 meters per second. Who needs that? And we have finished our aero braking. Well, not finished, but almost done. All right, I can deploy my little baby chutes. And head on down. Oh, I should probably turn off SAS. Be upright. Oh, let's put on our landing gears, just in case. Oh, we didn't lose any. No, we lost a battery. That's what it was. There we go. Why is this live rotated? So that you can see the whole game. How long have I been playing it? I played it for like, I have thousands of hours in this game, but that's from like 10 years ago. So make of that what you will. It's been a long time. I only picked it back up again like a week and a half ago, or a week ago or something. Bob is making it home safe and sound and on land, of all places. Bro, teach me how to math my ship's weight and delta V to have good lunch. We landed. He's home. Big round of applause for Bob Kerbin. To and from Minmus. Let's go. Now, here's the thing. I actually am, not to toot my own horn here, but I'm actually pretty good at this game. So, next super chat that gives me a challenge, reasonable super chat, I'm gonna do. We'll do a challenge, okay? Something more than just launch to get to place A with, you know, whatever it might be, right? Somebody give me a good challenge. Or don't, I guess. We'll just brainstorm. Go to Elu? I can get anywhere. I have a rocket. I mean, we could build a minimal, like the smallest possible rocket to do XYZ. That's always fun. Build a space station, too easy. Next. Thoughts on UW-Madison for a math degree? UW-Madison's a good school. Manned lathe mission to and from in one launch. What's the delta V requirement for lathe? Lathe is 10,000 delta V. No way, is it? Is it really 10,000 delta V? Oh, 10,000 delta V to get to orbit. Or to land, rather. But we can aero brake on lathes, so that's no issue. All right, we got a super chat from Taylor Galilea. Capture an asteroid and put it in orbit of the Mun. Can I do that in the base game? I don't actually know. Orbit of asteroid in base KSP. Yep, okay, we can do it. We're gonna put it in orbit of the Mun. That's it. That's what we're doing. Taylor, thank you for the great idea. All right, so first things first, we have to build something that can... Ooh, what is the mass of an asteroid in KSP? Okay, so let's actually, before we do that, let's go find a... Let's go to our tracking station and find a requisite... Oh! Would you look at that? Okay, so Class C is going to be like 200 tons. Okay. Slings, okay, so we got another super chat, but we already have a mission. We'll do that one next. Slingshot visit each moon in the Joule system. Oh, the Joule 5? Oh, we can do that. So, we want a small asteroid. Is it Class D, Class C, Class B? Okay, Class B can be good because that's going to be, you know, less than 50 tons or so. Okay, so we want to make this guy track. Okay, that guy is our target, right? So, see if we can zoom on. Okay, we can't fly it. That's a thing. From Cranky Old Cuber with the $5. Nice mission. Are you able to bring artifacts? Just a question, not a challenge. I mean, you can bring stuff. Yeah, sure. I'm just checking to see if there's any smaller. Ooh. No, but that's probably a little bit too big. Okay, so here's what we need. We need... Oh, this guy we should terminate. Okay. So what do we need to do? So we need a... Hello. I had a coffee, yes. I did not have a boost. Sure. Okay, so first things first is that we need to grab a... we need the advanced grabbing unit. Okay, so this is going to be quite the mission. So we're going to bring a command pod, and we're going to bring the OGs, all three of them. Jeb is dead to me. Valentina. We're going to bring Valentina. Then we need a claw. No. That goes right there. Okay, there's our claw. This is how we are going to grab the asteroid. And then we're going to push. We're not going to get outside and push, but we are going to push. So we'll do the usual thing. We are going to slap on a reaction control wheel, a battery just in case. Where's our battery? A battery. We'll use some serious photovoltaics. Are these, which ones are the retractable ones? Are these guys retractable? Cannot be retracted, cannot be retracted. Okay, this guy, that guy doesn't even retract at all. These ones are the ones that can be retracted. Okay. That's too big. I like 1x6s. All right. Put these here. No, probably there is better. So we have battery, we have solar panels, we have we don't have RCS. We won't need RCS though. What will we need? Oh, let's get an antenna just in case. How far can it transmit? It's 14 billion meters, which is 14 million. I will need RCS. I shouldn't need RCS. Oh yeah, for docking. Yes, I will. Okay. We'll bring the Communitron. Oh, its direction allows for far more reliable, longer ranges than previous. Okay, so deployable. I mean, we could also bring like this guy, but I feel like we don't need that. This guy's probably fine. We probably just need one. Yeah, okay, let's slap on some RCS. Nope, that's the small one. We need the big one. There we go. There's some RCS. We can put another layer over here. Put on an RCS, some RCS fuel. It's a lot of RCS fuel. How much fuel do we have? Isn't there a way to look at the... Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Well, okay. It's plenty of fuel. It says that it's 750 monoprop, should be plenty. Okay, so we have battery. We have... Should be fine on those. How much power does this comm relay require? 200 per second. There's no way that we have enough for that. No way that these guys alone. 1.6. Yeah, there's no way. we shouldn't be going that far, right? But we probably... we definitely don't need 14 gigameters. Why not we do something a little bit smaller? Requires a little bit less electric charge. Why don't we use the Communitron? There we go. Communitron. That'll do. But we don't need to. Okay. Doesn't use power only when transmitting data. Yeah, but, you know, we're being a little bit careful here. Okay, so we have that. Now, here's the thing. We're going to need a shit ton of fuel. How big is our asteroid going to be? Our asteroid is... Oh, we need a name for the spacecraft, by the way. What's the name for the... What are we doing? Is it the... What's the name? What are we calling this thing? Fart Polo 4. The Toucher? I actually like the Toucher. There we go. The Toucher 1. This is our first attempt. Oh, we're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need a lot of fuel. But importantly, here's the thing. So we have a Class B, which is going to be like 30 tons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just that way then we can get an estimate, I'm going to assume it's 40 tons and we're going to work with that. I'm just gonna slap this on real quick. There we go. Don't worry about that. We're like, it's not actually relevant. But we just need a lot of fuel because we're gonna have to push that big old mass. Actually, we can, why don't we simulate it with cargo? How much does a full cargo tank weigh? 7.56. And then it was 3. That's like 3 tons of cargo, so we need like 8 of these. Okay, that is our test payload, right? That's what we have to be able to push. And I actually have no idea how much Delta V we're gonna need. So I'm just gonna like way overdo it. I'm just gonna, like, I have to way overdo it, and we're gonna use forgot heat shield. This is not going to be a landing thing. We're going to land with what are we gonna do? How are we going to get home? Okay, well, first things first, let's attach some parachute. Four is probably plenty. We're gonna put a decoupler here. Too big. No, we're gonna put a heat shield there. Okay, yeah, this should work. And then we're gonna put a decoupler there. And then that can go on, and then we can slap these on just as our test weights. Okay, so far so good. That's how we're gonna land. That's how we're gonna get home. That's after we put the meteor in orbit, of course. Now, next thing that we need is we need a metric crap ton of fuel. I actually have no idea how much fuel we're gonna need, but it's gonna be a lot. Now I know that there's a isn't there a pure liquid fuel tank? I guess I could just use one of these, but we don't need any oxidizer for what we're going to be doing, because we're just going to use NURBS. Where's the plate? Nope, that's not what I want. Or its mount, rather. It's fine. And now we just gotta slap on a big ol' bunch of nukes. There we go. Now they only have 435 delta V, and I'm gonna tell you, we're not gonna be able to, and also our TWR is 0.8. Now, I should say that this is not going to be atmospheric, this is going to be vacuum, but still. I don't think that we're gonna need a rhino. Shouldn't need a rhino. Also, which one's the rhino? No, we're not gonna need a rhino. We're just going to use a bunch of nukes because that's the smart thing to do. Why can't I attach you? Why can't I attach you to the bottom like I used to be able to? Anybody know? Why can't I attach you to the bottom? Used to be able to just slap you on the bottom. I know, but it shouldn't be necessary. Okay, here's what we can do. Will this work? Why won't it attach to the bottom? I know that we can use the engine. Oh, you know what we can do? I have a pro strat. What was it called? An adapter or something like this? Here we go, pro strat. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take that, and then we're going to, oh God. There we go. That's how we do it. Now we have 8. Done. Problem solved. TWR of 0.31, I'll take it. Now we do need more fuel, like way more fuel, but that problem can also be solved. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Better idea. Instead of doing that, we are going to take this guy. We're just gonna do one of these. Okay, that's gonna be too many. That's gonna be too many rockets. Actually, haters gonna hate, but okay, no, that'll be too many. That'll be too many. Maybe like a tri-adapter? Do we like the tri-adapter design? That's kind of neat. Kind of like that. A little bit more like maybe like that. Yeah, I think that we're going to do this. There we go. That's what we want. And now we just got to get a bunch of these. There we go. Look at all those rockets. And we have 4,000 Delta V, which should be plenty, I hope. No, probably not enough. But our TWR is going to be very big. So, our TWR is going to be very big, he says. It's 0.58. Oh, this is going to be such a mess. Oh, you know why? Oh, no, never mind. I lied. I thought it was because we were still carrying Oxidizer, but it's not. Need more boosters. There we go. If that's not an engine, I don't know what is. Okay, 4,000 Delta V. That enough? Oh, wait, hold on. 4,700 Delta V. Is that enough to push the asteroid into orbit? Do we think that that's enough? To alter the orbit of an asteroid. I don't need aero cones on top. This is going to be in the vacuum. How fast is the asteroid going? It's in a pretty similar orbit. You know what? We're just gonna do it. What's the worst that could happen? And we're not gonna send. We're gonna send the ghost of Jebediah Kerbin. Oh, I need to glue these together. Otherwise, the Kraken's gonna get me. There we go. Glued together. Maybe at the top too. There we go. Now they're glued together. Should be safe. Okay. Oh, we have so much TWR. TWR of 0.6. Engines are not grouped. Now they are. Okay. And then this guy is that guy. Now, those engines. Okay, so we have a problem. Oh, actually, yeah, we have a problem. And the problem is, we can't launch this to orbit. This is 289 tons. It's just too many. It's too many tons. If we did this, that's 233 tons, and that we could probably get to orbit. Once we get rid of these, of course. Yeah, that we could probably just barely get to orbit. But is that enough fuel? You know what? We're just gonna do it anyway. We ballin'. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna do it. And worst case scenario, we plan a rescue. Oh, that's gonna obstruct. Worst case scenario, we plan a rescue mission. Yeah, let's put that there. There we go. Have you enabled advanced mode in options for auto strut? I have, I think. Okay, is this our rocket? So we have all of our rockets. We have the grabby guy to grab on. We have RCS. Oh, we're gonna need way more RCS. I just realized we're gonna need way more RCS to move this giant thing around. There we go. Hopefully that'll get us, hopefully that's enough. I don't know if we have enough RCS fuel, but we can add a few more tanks of RCS. I don't know how much heavier that's gonna make. That's pushing it. 230 tons is pushing it. How about a few of these? No. 211 tons we can probably get to orbit. Okay. Hopefully this will do it. Okay. So this is the Toucher 1. Now the Toucher 1 has a... Oh, I have to... Oh, hold on. How am I going to connect to the base here? What do I connect to if I want that to be the bottom? Do I put another adapter down there? Or like if I want to do a separator. Oh no, sorry. This is the Toucher 1. Toucher 1. If I want a separator down here, I don't want it to be that. I would like it to be in the middle there. I have to remove the middle engines. Okay, I could remove the middle engines. That's true. I could just use the middle bit as a fuel tank. We probably have enough TWR. Yeah, that's probably fine. And we can just add a little bit more fuel. That's too much fuel. We could probably just do that. Yeah, that's probably fine. Add one more little narrow one. There we go. So just how then it's separated. We need the liquid fuel. We don't need the oxidizer for any of these. Okay. So we should be good there, and then we can just connect. We can just use a fuel line. There we go. Just so then everything's connected. I mean, it probably should be connected anyway, but just to be on the safe side. Now our TWR will be 0.52. We have 5,000 delta V. We should be good. No, we don't need more rockets. We should be fine now. Now I just have to reroute the whole thing. That's the route. Okay, here's the Toucher. 210 tons to orbit is what we're gonna do. We have some RCS here that can use us. Oh, should we add a separator for once we're... Oh, I'm sorry. The delta V is very high. The thing is I forgot that we have to push all of this. So our delta V is 4,000. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is fine. We can make this happen. All right, now save that, and we're going to open up Fartimus Prime 2. Now, Fartimus Prime 2, we need to rename this the Fartimus Prime 3. Save it. Gotta disconnect that guy. Gotta deconstruct, edit our fairing down. And we gotta grab the Toucher 1 and merge it in. And then put it right there. Now, if everything goes according to plan, we should be able to launch this and... I hate this. I hate this game. This is so bad. That has to go there. That has to go there. Sorry, that has to go there. Let me zoom in. Where is this engine? This also has to go there. And then this has to go way up here. And then I need another new one. Whoop. Don't mind that. Did that just screw up all of my staging? Yes, it did. Gosh darn it. Okay. And that can go away. Okay, so now these guys... The fairing I'm probably going to manually deploy anyway, so it doesn't really matter where it ends up. But then we need to get those parachutes, and there's a separator here, which I need to find in our staging somewhere. There it is. Always check your staging. Always check your staging. That's what you learn from Scott Manley when you go to Kerbal Space Program School. Okay, so then we have that guy. That should be after fairing separation. No, that should be there. So we have fairing separation. Oh wait, where's the actual separator? Am I dumb? Did I forget to put a separator? I did forget to put a separator. Bummer. Okay. And then I have to redo all of my staging again. Oh, actually, no, this is fine. That goes there. That's the fairing. Now, where is my separator? Where are you? There it is. Okay, so that can go roughly there. Can separate these. Okay, so now just double checking. Always check your staging. You have all of the rockets, all of the main engines down here, and then the central engine, and then all of the separatrons are good. Then as we keep going, we deploy our fairing, we separate, and then we do what we got to do. And if we don't make it, we don't make it. And that's the world that we live in. All right, Jeb. Ghost of it. There is a crew capacity here. Not sure why I can't add somebody to. That is a command pod. Why can't I add anybody to it? Did you asparagus stage this rocket? Of course I did. What do you take me for? That's a command pod. I would like to put somebody in it, please. I really don't want to reroute. It'll be annoying if I have to, but yeah, okay, I guess we can. There we go. Nope. We're just gonna save it and we're gonna leave and then come back. That'll probably fix it. Okay, we're gonna reroute again back to the old route from here to there, and we're just gonna pop the top off. There we go. There we go. All right, Jeb. We're going to space. Auto strut enabled. I need to probably auto strut all of this stuff together. Auto strut enabled. Auto strut enabled. You know what? Who needs auto strut? We're just gonna build a fairing. There we go. All right, you guys ready to fly? Just making sure that we have oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, we should be good to go. All right. A thrust weight ratio of 1.4 should be plenty. Let's fly. All right. It's a monster. Okay. SAS on. Now. Here's to open. Wait, why can't I? Oh, because I'm not moving. All right. We're going to launch in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Off we go. I don't know why it's so quiet. I don't know why we can't hear the rockets going. We are turning a bit early. Yeah, we are. We're turning a little bit early there. Yeah, definitely. But the rocket started tipping over on its own, and so I don't know what you want me to tell you. Oh, is it too loud? No sound from the game at all. Oh. Okay, so we already lost some rockets. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. I don't think we make it to Kerbal to orbit. I actually think that we're not gonna make it. Jeb's gonna die again. It's because we lost those rockets. Oh, no, we just exploded. Bye, Jeb. Oops. Those two boosters do come off first. It was because we weren't going fast enough. Jeb was already dead. All right, because that was zombie Jeb, we're just gonna revert the flight. He knew the risks. All right, Jeb. All right, I need to check the sound really quick, because I can't hear anything. Maybe some fins? Fins might actually be a good idea. Now that we think about it, maybe some fins, yeah. There's the music. I don't know why the music disappeared when I loaded the Artemis Prime 4, which is what it's called now. You don't need fins with 20 gimbals. Yeah, but it'll help me from aerodynamically destabilizing, right? That was the trouble that happened. That's why I started turning so early, which really hurt the there we go. There are some fins. Okay. There are Separatrons, don't worry. I have the Separatrons built in. It's just we weren't going fast enough is what it boils down to. All right, Jeb, let's go. The goal of this monstrosity is to put a asteroid in Mun orbit. All right. All right, Jeb. And go. We're just gonna go up for a little bit. Okay, so far so good. Although there's no sound, which is really weird, but there's, yeah, sometimes this just happens. All right, let's start tilting a little bit. It's probably too loud, you think so? And engines out. There we go. Great separation. That's what I wanted to see. Now we'll have no problem getting to orbit, I think. I don't think we're tilting that early. We're already at 8,000 meters. I mean, we're not going very fast, but you want to be tilting basically as soon as you can. I'm a little worried about the amount of delta V that we have, though. A little worried. But, I mean, with asparagus staging, we should be okay. Yeah, okay, no, we're gonna do all right. We're gonna do all right. All right, let's just hang out here. Fuel is emptying faster from some of the engines rather than others, or for some of the rockets, because I'm using asparagus staging. Which basically is a really, really efficient way of managing fuel transfer, or fuel economy. All right, engine off there. And clean. They wibble a little bit, so we probably need to add some struts, but we should be good. Our apoapsis should be gaining. There we go. Oh, we should be okay. Probably a little bit too shallow of an ascent profile, but I think that will be fine. As long as I can keep that apoapsis growing, should be okay. Oh, I'm hearing some sound. Okay, we should be fine on the apoapsis. It's definitely growing enough. We can tilt down a smidge. Look at that apoapsis go. All right, we're about to hit 70 kilometers, and then we just got to circularize. Perfect. All right. Oh, this is bad. This is very, 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 very bad. Got to use a little bit of fuel to adjust our trajectory. Okay, now I can probably fuel off. There we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I need RCS on the lower stage. That's a good point. But Jeb is, yeah, this is reanimated zombie Jeb. I could see the apoapsis without it, but I like seeing it on the map. I like seeing the map. The map is my friend. Isn't it Jeb's son? No, this is reanimated zombie Jeb. Oh, we still have a whole extra stage. So actually, we're not even going to We're actually going to use part of the orbiter or part of the launch system to get to this guy. That's our goal right now, to do a grab there. All right. Why do I have boosters? What do you mean, why do I have boosters? This is Kerbal Space Program. If you haven't seen it before, it's a great game. A friend of mine recently started working at Copenhagen Atomics. Do you think the new containerized nuclear reactors are the future? I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. It has like 6... Oh, no, those aren't boosters. Those are... well, they're kind of boosters. Those are liquid fuel engines. Okay, we're basically in orbit. We can just warp to here. I mean, I guess we are in orbit, actually. Or at least we will be in a moment. This is Jeb. This is the reanimated corpse of Jeb. If you're in sandbox mode, they don't permadie. From Clown Meat with the $2. Kerbal is flat. Changed my mind. No, it's not. We can see it. Okay, we're in orbit. We're officially in orbit. Great. Okay. What we are going to do... well, I guess we still have a little bit of our asparagus staging. But what we can do is we can pop this now. Deploy. Yay, space debris. Oh boy, that RCS is gonna hurt. So heavy. Okay, good. Now what we can do is we can deploy these old solar panels. We're gonna arm this guy as well, just so we have it, just in case. Now we have to catch this. The question is, how do we do that? So if I take off going this way, I should raise my orbit. Ah, how fortuitous. All right, let's start. Oh, that thing's orbit is not that intense, though. Can you slow down and get close enough to get into the asteroid's orbit? No, the asteroid's not going to have an orbit. But what we can do is we can probably... Yeah, what do we want to do here? I mean, we could waste a lot of fuel and go for a nearby collection. Maybe that's the play, but like basically try to chase it down because it's way ahead of us right now. It'll just cost a lot of fuel to do that. See. Yeah, that's definitely not the play. The play is instead, we're going to raise our orbit a little bit. No, we actually have to... We actually want to... What if we drop our orbit a little bit so then we can speed up? Yeah, that's the plan. That should be the plan. Which means that we just need to move this around there. Sorry, it has to be facing the sun. So, like to here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now, that's way too much. Come on, stop it. And then, okay, so there we go. That'll drop our orbit a smidge. See that? And then we'll get some encounters. And once we're... How much do we want to drop the orbit? Do we want to drop the orbit? Basically, it'll let us swing by faster. But well, we can just spend some time in orbit. That's fine too. Yeah, we'll drop orbit to like there or so. Which is only 1,000 delta V, which we have plenty of. That should be enough to get us an intercept eventually. All right. Let's just use this to change my inclination. Do I need to? No, it's on the same inclination. Where's Valentina? Valentina's safe at home. All right. Now let's warp to the where we need to be to get out of Kerbin orbit. I know subswitch. I know the tricks. I know the tricks. I probably should have put way more reaction control, by the way. Got to start the burn in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I actually have to pay attention to my fuel. There we go. What do I need the Delta V for? I'm going to intercept an asteroid and then bring it to the Mun. Which is, we're probably not going to succeed. Let's just be real here. But, you know, we'll do it. We'll do our best. Yeah, we started with, we don't need RCS. Well, yeah, it's not that we don't need RCS. It's that... How am I going to achieve that? I'm going to grab it and I'm going to push it. You grab and push. You have a Mun base? No. That's basically the plan. Yeah, Count Zakula. That's basically the plan. There we go. Okay. It's got a... Perfect. Okay, so we're on our way out. And that is our next orbit. So once we're there, we can do some, well, We're good in that front. We still have 800 delta V, which is so much. So see that grabber at the front? That is how we're going to grab onto the meteor. All right, now Jeb is going to be in orbit for a very long time. I just want to make sure that we actually get out of Kerbin orbit safely. He's going to be in space, I mean. But that's okay. Okay, so now we basically have to just fine-tune our orbit at periapsis and hope that we can get an intersect. Where's our little guy? Where is our little guy? Oh, there's our little guy. I don't know why we're not getting any intersect nodes, though. Set target. Give me an intersect node. What do you mean I'm not going to intersect it at all? What is happening? Where is the intersection? We should be lined up, right? Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, where is our... I'm just going to send him around in an orbit. And once we get here... Okay, there we go. We should be aligned with it, right? Now that that's gone, now I'm going to try adjusting this again. What orbit is it on? I'm so confused. Wait a minute. Is that asteroid really going to do a Kerbin encounter? Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, that's infuriating. I could have just waited. There's a Kerbin encounter that this asteroid's going to make with in 66 days. So what we're going to do is we're just going to launch. Do we revert? Or do we... I didn't know that the asteroid was going to Kerbin encounter. What are the odds of that? Okay, we need it. No, here's what we're going to do. We don't revert. We don't revert. It's not a thing. We're not revert perverts, okay? Jeb's gonna stay in orbit. We're launching another rocket. We are launching another rocket. That's what we're doing. Of course I'm infuriated. The orbit's gonna screw up. No, we can catch him again. There's no problem with that. He's just gonna be in orbit for a while. But he's a zombie. He doesn't need air or anything. It's fine. He'll be fine. This is the Artemis Prime 5. We already know it can get to orbit. We know it has plenty. Let's just... Oh, we need to put people in it. Valentina's brave. Let's send Valentina. All right, Valentina. Now, here's the thing. No, he's not with that. He has so much Delta V. He will be fine. What just happened? Where did my rocket go? What? Where did the rest of the rocket go? Why can't I... Why did it detach? Okay, hold on. Something just broke. You guys saw that, right? Yeah, why is it just breaking when it... Okay, hold on. Revert to Vab. I think I know what's happening. It's annoying, but I think I know what's happening. We need some structures. We need some of these guys. Oop. Did that just screw up all of my staging? No, I don't think it did. If it did, I'm going to be very upset, but I think that we're good. Okay. Should be good. Okay, let's just try this. Oh, who? Is Valentina in here? Spitfire, welcome to the club. Okay, good, it's still Valentina. Okay. All right. We just, you know, we don't do this whole... We don't do this whole countdown bullshit. This is an asparagus rocket configuration. We're already doing asparagus. Let's go. All right, time to start tilting. Just a little baby bit at a time. Little baby bit at a time. We're gonna have our first rocket fuel burnout in just a moment. First booster burnout. Oh, I can hear it. It's very, very quiet, but I can hear it. And off they go. Clean. Clean separation. I have another burnout soon. Oh, we're going a little bit slow to our tilt. A little bit slow of a gravity turn. Usually I would be gravity turning way faster, but you know, I care about Valentina. She's still alive. Jeb is a zombie in space. Jeb isn't real. Don't worry about Jeb. He can't hurt you. And we have next rocket burnout. And off they go. Ooh, that was risky. Just want to check what the apoapsis is at. Okay, we're still good. It is drifting a bit, but we're okay. Our apoapsis is growing just fine. Should probably just park it here. So then we have time to raise that apoapsis a little bit. It's actually like a fine ascent profile that we did. Why am I sideways? So that we can get up to speed. So that way then we can enter orbit. This is what flat earthers don't understand. You have to go sideways to get to orbit. Oh, I think they meant the stream. Oh, yeah, because it makes it easier so you can see the entire game. Oops. Apoapsis is the peak of the or is the peak of the trajectory. Apoapsis is nearing 70K, which is where we gotta be to get into orbit. And I always like 73K. There we go. All right, so we made it to, we're going to have made it to orbit, no problem. I could even in principle get rid of this, I don't know why it's drifting. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, it's fine. It's not, we definitely had more fuel before, I feel like. Actually, let's warp to here. Yeah, the second one's not great. I don't like it. This is Kerbal Space Program, y'all. If you haven't seen it before, now you have. It's a great game. Very fun. All right, so we should probably start burning. Burning prograde to raise that orbit. All right, let's kick it. And we're about to enter orbit, y'all. Periapsis is climbing. Just got to get that periapsis to 70K. There we go. We're in orbit. Great. It's not perfectly circular, but it's close enough. Oh, and I can get rid of these guys now. Bye-bye. That's just space junk now, I guess. Yeah, we can also get rid of the fairing too. And we can deploy our solar panels. We can also deploy our antenna, which is fun. Beautiful. I like how they're still spinning, because of course they are. Now, we have 1,800 meters per second. And we have this guy. We're actually gonna get an intercept. Wait a minute. Is that the orbit of the thing that... Is it gonna crash into Kerbin? I think it's gonna crash into Kerbin. That's the orbit. That's a crash. So if we can... All right, next plan. Do we just try to catch it before it crashes into Kerbin? Because, I mean, it's going to be coming in real fast is the trouble. I have no idea how I'm going to catch it. But here's what we're going to do. 52 degrees? Ooh. Oh, that's a really slick. Ooh. Nope, too far. Because we got to catch it on its way in, not on its way out. The thing is there is no orbit that comes in behind it. So I'm going to have to like line up with its, like this is, yeah, this is actually like a real challenge here. This is also, this burn is going to take so much fuel. to even hope to get an intercept, because okay, we're actually getting close, because it's on a really inclined orbit. What are the odds that I was going to crash into Kerbin? That's crazy. 1.6 degrees, 1.2 degrees, 1 degree, 0.8, 0.7, 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. Oh, now it's still 0.2. 0.3 again. 0.2, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3. Okay, 0.2 should be fine. That's going to be an expensive burn. But we do have a lot of fuel. And we don't really have to catch it anymore because, you know, it's going to crash. So, we have a burn to do. I actually probably need to start this burn now. Actually, no, we have plenty of time. So when does the actual intercept happen? The intercept isn't for another 66 days. So I can spend time doing this burn piecemeal. All right, so let's warp a little bit forward. Okay. I know that there's a way to... There we go. .3 degrees, 0.3 degrees. Come on. Give me something. Okay, that's pretty close. All right, let us warp to the next. It didn't go to plan. Well, the thing is I didn't think it was gonna catch. I didn't think that we were gonna catch the asteroid was gonna crash into Kerbin. I picked it because it was a really good choice for an asteroid because it was coming in so close. Which clearly that was the problem. It was coming in too close. This is not a world-ending asteroid, but it is gonna smash into, you know, the planet that I love. So, all right, we can probably start this burn now. Oh, actually, we're a little bit early. Oh, no, but yeah, we can start the burn a little bit early. Like, it was just, yeah, it was a little bit too close as far as asteroids were concerned. Yeah, we are trying to stop an asteroid at this point. We could actually fire the other engines too, just to get a little bit extra thrust, but we probably shouldn't. I hate that I have to kill, like currently if I just stopped burning right now, we would crash. But the burn's we're not done with the burn yet, so. I know I'm deorbiting, I'm technically, like, you have to deorbit only to orbit again. It's the most efficient way to change the inclination here. See? My apoapsis is raising, or my periapsis is raising. No, you shouldn't buy KSP2. It's not a good game. Which is unfortunate because, you know, it had so much potential. Onion staging nuclear engines, it gives you more delta V. I mean, I guess it does. But, you know, if you're already using nukes, no use in onion staging, right? We're actually going to burn out this engine in just a moment. And burn out. Next engine's ignited. Okay, should be good. Actually, we need to... Where's our asteroid? Where's our boy? That is target. There we go. Could an SSTO work in real life? It can. It's just hard to make right. Okay, so that's fine. We can now go to our descending node. We can adjust the inclination one more time. .1 degrees. Okay. It's probably as close as it's going to get, huh? Okay, so now we can warp to there. How should I create baselines and survey control? Oh, I don't know. Now this thing's really heavy, which is why we have RCS. SSTOs could absolutely be a thing. I don't see why they couldn't. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's deploy our little catcher. Okay. We are catching this asteroid that's going to crash into Kerbin. We're going to start a burn in 5 seconds. That way then we can align our orbits a little bit better. And we're going to finish up this orbit, or this burn, and... Perfect. All right, burn done. Okay, now our descending... Okay, so we have, like, the inclination is basically spot on. Now we just have to figure out how we're going to catch it. Like, if I put a maneuver here... Because I have to catch it on the way in, that's the problem. Because otherwise it's just going to crash. Yeah, this is a really hard... This is really tricky to get this right. I have to basically be on my way back when it's coming in. Although I guess it's not intersecting for like another, what, how many days? 66 days. So that's probably, so if I just advance this node enough, I might be able to catch it on the way in. Oh wait, no, that won't help. Because, yeah, I just need to put it in the right place. Go ahead of it. Well, yeah, well, I can't go ahead of it. That'll shove me out of orbit, right? I have to catch it on the way in. So like, so I need to swing around basically here and then catch it as it's coming in, right? I need to catch it there. No, just move the node ahead. Moving the node ahead won't help me. I'm going to be on an orbit. Oh no, actually I do need to move the node ahead. I need to move it like 30 days or something. That's annoying, but you're right. It's annoying, but you're right. Oh, can I actually manually change what time I do it at? Oh, there's a button there. That's lovely. All right, so I'm just going to spam click this till there we go. Okay, now we're seeing. Oh no, that's not what we want. Never mind. I lied. Because that's 41 days, so it's coming in 66 days. So we got to catch it on its way in. There we go. See that? That's what we need. Right there. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's very close. And we can always adjust as needed. Now, it is... That's actually probably the... Or I could just aim ahead of it. What do you think I'm doing? I have to catch it on the way back so that our speeds match. That's the trouble. All right, we're gonna go for this. That's pretty close. Let's see if we can... 315. Okay, yeah, 315 is probably the closest that we get. So we're gonna go for it. Why did that just change my orbit a ton? I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Now, I hope this is, yeah, too much RCS probably. But I need the RCS to be able to dock properly. All right, I think we do it. Ooh. Jeez, I really whipped around there. My bad. Sorry, everybody. Oh, you can see it there. Oh no, that's something else. Burn starting in 20 seconds. $14 seconds. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. It's gonna be a long burn. I don't even know if we'll have enough fuel to do this, but we can do our best. Yeah, Valentina is indeed the new Bruce Willis. We're not going anywhere, Juggy. We're saving Kerbin. Of course the rocket's not ecologic. It's made of nukes. What do you want? Yeah, if it goes in, like, I just don't want it to crash into Kerbin, right? That's the problem. This game is about doing stuff in space, building rockets, doing rocket mission things. That is the whole business. Why use nuclear engines? It's way more efficient. Yeah, it's way more efficient. And it only requires liquid fuel, so you don't have to carry as much fuel with you. There is deep space in some mods, but I'm playing the vanilla version right now. Is it just me, or is the node thing not actually going down? There it is. Now it's finally going down. Jesus. Yeah, they're really nuclear. These are nuclear rockets. They're called... You can click one. Nerve atomic rocket motor. How does negative mass work? And would a white hole have it? A white hole would not have negative mass, no. Are you not atheist? I am atheist, yeah. Isn't this game stupidly intensive on the GPU? It is, yeah. It's so beautiful, though. Look at her. Look at Valentina go. Let's take a screenshot. And post it in the Discord. All right, we can, oh, I guess we can't warp. The most non-hippie engineer ever. You played Stellaris? No, I never played Stellaris. It's not going to be enough fuel. Who knows? Maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be. I mean, the asteroid should only be like 20 or 30 tons. So we should be okay. We are way past... Oh, this is bad. This is bad because we're way past the place where the... Well, maybe it'll be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine. We're going to have to do a in-flight correction burn, of course, but... Mid-flight. Oh, this is bad. This is actually really bad. Yeah, this is bad because this is really bad. Oh boy. Here, we have to... I have to work quick. I have to add an... I have to correct this orbit. Because currently our orbit is way, like, it's way too different from that orbit. It's going to take a lot more fuel than was planned. See how wide our orbit is? Okay, secondary plan. What if I instead burn back here? Wait, I know that there's a way to pause time, right? Don't want to do that. That's unsafe. That's really, really bad. Like, I need to be burning... roughly here. I gotta kill off a lot of that radial. Like in this direction. Like that's what I gotta do. That's gonna suck though. Oh, that radial's actually too much. Nope, gotta go the other way. Gotta go this way. Nope, that's too much. I'm so mad. It's because the burn took too long. Basically, okay, so that's roughly the orbit that we want. Now I just gotta figure out when to put it. Okay, that's fine. We can make this work. Actually, no, we need to change the radial a little bit more. Something like this. We are not going to have enough fuel, y'all. I am afraid. Okay, we're going to go for... That's only a minute burn, but we're going to go for that. That first burn really screwed us. Oh, we're going to crash. So we're gonna crash. Yep, did not intend to enter the atmosphere, but oops. I mean, she's gonna make it home safe and sound. But I definitely didn't pay attention to my apoapsis. So we still have this problem. This asteroid is still going to hit Kerbin, but it's not going to hit Kerbin for another 19 days, which hopefully gives us enough time. Yeah, 19 days isn't a lot of time, but hopefully it'll give us enough time. We will try again, yeah. Look at the little hat. Look at the little hat. We didn't do it. We failed. We failed, everybody. We failed Kerbin. What happened is that we didn't have enough thrust. So the rockets that I was planning on using screwed up our orbit. No, it's not a fuel issue. I just screwed up the orbit because I didn't account for the fact that those rockets take forever to burn. So the next plan is we're going to try to get into a... Oh... We will have some modifications to make. But the next plan is we're going to try to have a less steep orbit. We're going to basically try to match this orbit here. And then we're basically just going to try to slow it down. Well, yeah, we basically have less time now. We have like 19 days till it enters Kerbin orbit. Replace the nuclear? I'm not going to replace the nuclear. We need all the power that we can get. Okay, so that's fine. We can recover this. But the unfortunate thing, and I know, this is not what you want to hear. No, we're not playing on career mode. Playing on sandbox. The unfortunate thing, okay, so Valentina survived. The real unfortunate thing, and this is the Fartimus Prime 6, of course. Oh, wait, we needed to make some modifications. One sec. Revert to vehicle assembly. You don't need that much delta V with nuclear for intercepting an asteroid. I absolutely do. For this mission, absolutely. We're gonna put like some RCS. Actually, no, we were fine. What did we need? We need, oh no, we have plenty of RCS. We should be okay. Yeah, okay. Like the thing is I don't have to capture an asteroid. It's going to crash into Kerbin. So I need to basically stop the asteroid from crashing into Kerbin, which means I need to do expensive burns. So here's the thing, y'all. I gotta go. We've been live for 3.5 hours. I'm gonna end live here. But next time, catch me on Tuesday, we're gonna catch that asteroid, all right? So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to join the Discord server. It's discord.gg/drblitz, or go check out my website, just blitz.phd. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, everybody.